There, are you coming on, or are you just going to sit over there?
I have to do it this way.
Oh. There, we have, now you can look at a beautiful face. It's a very sweet.
Oh, Jojo, I didn't even know what you said. I don't even remember. Hold on, I'm being called.
He's being called.
What?
Grandpa's fine today. Actually.
Finish.
No.
I know, but finish. Finish.
I don't want to finish that.
Finish.
I don't like that.
I will in a second. Just finish what you're doing, please.
Oh, I'm really finish it.
Grandpa's been tough today, but better. We actually got out and took a pretty decent sized walk, which I've not been able to take him for a walk in a while. And you know, when I can get him out, when he's feeling good enough to get out and take a walk, everything gets better. I can just tell you, just a walk down to our neighbor's house can change everything.
Over here.
Robin, she really does. She speaks. It sounds harsh. I hear you, but it's really not. If you could be here as a fly on the wall and watch the entire interaction, as harsh as she is. I mean, there's times when I talk harsh. Like at night, if I gotta have him move and he's thinking of something else, we can all get harsh. But she's a wonderful caregiver, and I couldn't do it without her. And my dad benefits. So please put up with her harshness if you realize that in the end, my dad has quality of life because despite the harshness, she allows him in the house and takes care of him and does, a good percentage of the work to take care of him. So please cut her a break on the harshness. I hear it. I know. It's usually directed at me. So I'm the number one person who's aware of that. But I see all the other attributes that she has, and it overshadows that.
I despise when you say that.
She does not like it when I talk like this.
I really hate that.
I know.
Please don't do that.
Don't worry, it's getting taken off the air, so I won't be able to do it on TikTok.
Right. I just don't like that.
That's how I defend, because I'm just being dead honest. I'm not being a lawyer. I'm just telling you the facts. She doesn't like to hear it, but she is harsh. But she is so much more than harsh, and so much better.
It's just my personality.
Well,
I mean, it's ridiculous that you say that. I don't like the way you say it.
all right, she's not harsh. That's just her personality. If that's any better. Yeah, people crush on her for no reason, and I know why, because she gives them something to motivate them to come back and do it again. If you just ignore it, people lose interest. But I'm not making any headway with her right now.
No.
Red Note's something I may look at, Carrie. Right now we're on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And you can find us on any of those. I may look at some alternatives after I know for sure what's going to happen with the talk. There's no update, no decision by the court, nothing major has happened today. Danielle's authentic. That's what you get. I mean, you can get fake on here. 90% of what you see on here is fake, but if you want real in all of its glory, and the good and the bad, and the harsh and the light, all that, that's what you get here. Whatever the hell we're feeling that day is pretty much what you get. Authentic's a great word. She's authentic.
Oh my God. She's not harsh. Just know love is the same as the son's love.
Well, I mean,
hold on.
no one's going to have the same love as someone's kid.
Comment.
Right? Nobody's going to have that.
Yeah, but they don't know the facts about.
She's still. I mean, whether she's a kid or whether she's a paid caregiver, as long as you have the compassion. Right now. I mean, in any event, we can move off that. She's clearly a very valuable caregiver, and for me, she allows me to do this. None of this could have happened if she didn't allow it to happen. And sacrifice her life for this. Now it's paid her dividends, and I know she appreciates it. But we have to remember that before there was TikTok and before there was anything, I had to have a conversation with her about bringing him into the house. And as you might know, they did not get along great, before dementia. So it was not an easy call for her. And I asked her, straight up, can we do this? I think that we need to do it. And she reluctantly agreed and has made the sacrifice ever since. So harsh, yes, but she's still doing it. right? She's still doing it. Robin, she doesn't, my dad loves her, depends on her. To him, it's not harsh to him because they've had a relationship forever. He's used to that personality. And you have to look beyond the harshness at what she does. Look at the way he's good with her, right? You know, I know that if she was not good to him, and I can tell you this, I hear her when there's no camera on. I hear her at 5 a.m. when I just can't get up. I can't bring myself to get up. And I hear her, and I hear her when he's really bad. And she's not harsh with him when he's really bad. It is the redundancy that she doesn't have patience for. But when he is sundowning in a bad way and he's terrified and he's scared, she is not that way. She recognizes it and adjusts. And I've heard it and I've seen it. Robin, she's kept him for multiple days. You know, I've been gone for 4 days, and Robin is still here, and I come home and he's fine, right? He hasn't fallen, he doesn't smell, you know, I don't know why we got off on this, on the Daniel hate, but just, let's end it with that.
Dan, why are you freaking fighting with a video on there?
I'm not fighting, I'm defending you.
Yeah, I know, but at what? You mentioned her name several times. You remember how you say it's not worth it. I don't.
Again, I'm not attacking her at all.
It doesn't
I'm just
matter.
defending you.
Don't defend me against people who aren't.
Okay, if you don't want me to defend you, I won't defend you.
Go.
Okay.
Go. Walk.
I don't even know who's going to make the Super Bowl, Katrina. How you doing, Pop?
Hi, Dan. I went to the bathroom.
I know, Pop. You did good. You just got steps, whether he went or not.
Gabby, if you want to stay here, you better be nice. Or you're
Whether
gone.
he went or not,
Doesn't
you got
matter.
steps.
You're going to be gone anyway.
Where am I going?
Keep walking.
The eyebrows. That's going to fade. That's going to fade. I didn't notice them until I saw that video. And then I looked. But, you know, remember when I had my eyebrows done, they looked ridiculous. But it's a tattoo and they will fade. She has to re-get them done. I mean, wouldn't be my choice. I don't like people sticking needles and ink into my face, so it would be never anything I do, but that's what she chose, and who cares? Who gives a damn? She wants to freaking have Catwoman eyebrows. That's fine.
I'm so glad you're giving me permission to do my eyebrows.
I'm not giving you permission. I'm just defending you again. I'm sorry. I said I wasn't going to defend you.
Don't defend me over
Don't
stupid
defend her. Don't defend her.
Idiots. You don't need to explain and go up to bat for me. I don't need you to do that. Especially with people who aren't going to change their mind anyway. You're wasting your breath.
Okay. Well, I mean, before you got angry at me if I didn't defend you. So let me know how you feel tonight, and I'll follow whatever it is. I'll either defend you or not, depending on how you feel.
I don't want you defending me against people who aren't going to change their mind about me.
How do you know if someone's going to change
Because
their
I
mind?
can see
People change their mind
I
all
can
the time
see their
about you.
responses right
People
up
that
here.
watch you long enough tend to change their mind.
No.
I don't know what, Daphne, we don't battle, so if someone wants to come on here and talk about something, say it and let me know. If you're down south.
Okay, how about this? How about all the people who are bitching about me come in a box? Let's have a talk face to face.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Sounds fun. Let's do it.
I would definitely be excited. So, is that really what you want to do? You want to go argue with someone?
I did that the other morning. It was fun.
Did anybody come on?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because most of these people wouldn't come on. And
I would love to watch
And this
that.
guy did it, and
Did he make a good
he was
point?
really respectful. He was really respectful about it. He gave me his opinions and
I think that's valuable.
Go get your. I did too. I said thank you. He wasn't like you're a bitch, you're this. He gave his opinion. I thought it was
Did I leave my,
really cool.
Careful, Pop. What? Pop, if you live here, everything you have is here. Come turn around, you ate dinner, come sit over here, Pop, watch the news. Everything is here. You're home, Dad.
By the way, my eyebrows are almost all flaked off. So notice the hair color, it matches
Right next to my room.
my eyebrows.
You live here, you live with me for the rest of your life. You have nothing to worry about.
Oh my God.
You have nothing to worry about.
Oh Lord.
you what?
I'm your son.
You're one of them.
I'm one of them, and you live with me.
On this side, we've got
You got nothing to worry about.
ninnies.
Look at that cat right there. You got a
No,
cat right
Travis.
there.
I went to the casino last.
That's a cat.
A week ago?
Cat loves you.
No look.
Yeah.
Ed is well fed. Yes. Thank
Ed
you,
is
Ryan.
not only well fed, but to all these people that are worried about her with him. I mean, his medical stuff is improving, and it's improved over the last 3 years. His diet's improved. His blood work's improved. He is showing clearly well taken care of, and she's the one who's responsible for most of his diet. I mean, my contribution to his diet is frickin' Taco Bell or Togo's or Bodine tuna fish sandwiches.
Now that's true.
She's responsible for his diet, and his blood work is getting better from 89 to 92. That's not real common, but that's what's happening with him. But if someone did want to come in and talk, I'd watch. Coconut oil. A lot of people say that, but again, we don't just give supplements willy-nilly, because there are interactions, and I follow his doctor, and we're doing pretty well for him for his physically. The cognition is still going to decline because this is a progressive illness, but the more stable we can keep his medical condition, the better his cognitive condition will be, because they kind of play on each other. Hey Tom, I know Tom. Your comment on my video today cracked me up. I'm not going to say what it is, but it cracked me up. If you haven't checked out the video today, check it out. And by the way, if you want to know how to find us, if something does happen to TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram and YouTube. And on YouTube and Instagram, it's the same handle, DSal NorCal. On Facebook, you got to look for Dan Salinger. But on Facebook, there are so many fake accounts. You got to look for my face and the blue check mark.
Thanks, Ryan.
If it doesn't have both of those things, my face and a blue check mark, it's not me. If it's someone else's face and my name and a blue check mark, it's not me. Because there's people in there that call them fan pages, and then they pretend to be me in the comments. It's really sad, but
I don't think anything is extended as of yet, right? 270
nothing
days.
is extended as of right now. As of right now, it's shuttering on Sunday. So we're on the other apps. We've been there for a long time. I may explore some of the new ones, but right now, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube are where we are. And it's the same content. On YouTube, you get longer content. Most of the little videos that you see on TikTok and Instagram are just shorts that I've taken from a longer video on YouTube,
Suzanne.
which are fun to watch. You
Oh,
get
I
the
just
full
called you
context.
Suzanne. Thanks, Judy.
No, Titan, my dad is sitting in the next room eating dinner. The only thing my dad has passed is a lot of gas. That's it.
Hi,
He is
Judy.
doing just fine. P.S. Kev, you can find us if you want us. I will miss you guys too. I will miss TikTok a lot. I
Yeah,
mean,
TikTok.
just what we're doing now. But if you want to find us, you can find us. We're out there, and we'll continue to be there.
That's
I gotta put my poetry somewhere.
Ugh. Join the Chinese one.
Shannon, make sure you got my face and the blue check mark, because there are a lot of fakes on Facebook. We haven't been there. There's accounts with like
I think
400,000
he's up.
people
It's-
on Facebook.
There was one with 720.
Yeah, I mean, there's like these giant accounts on Facebook, and they're just fakes. They're from, who knows where they're from? We don't know. Pop, sit down, Pop.
Man, if you have the keys to my car,
Dad, sit down. You're home. You don't have to worry about it. Sit.
I want to know where the keys to my car
All right, well, Pop, let me tell you. I'll fill you in. Sit down.
Where are they?
You don't have a car, Pop. They took your driver's license a long time ago. So you haven't had a car in a couple of years. So you don't have any car keys. The good news, no, they took it. The state took it.
What?
The state took it. They thought you were unsafe and they took it, which is probably good, because I wouldn't want you driving right now.
I haven't found my license.
No, because they took it. But you live with me. You're never alone, so you don't have to
Yeah.
worry. You live. Los Gatos, Saratoga,
Where?
Saratoga,
No, not this way.
Elk Grove.
Elk Grove.
We're in Elk Grove right now.
Yeah, you,
Hi, Colin.
You live here. You're home right now. You're home.
you have keys for my home there?
You are home right now. You're in your home.
I know that. I'm asking you.
Yeah, we have keys hanging by the door, but not car keys. You're home, Pop. You got nothing to worry about.
Oh, really?
You are home.
Oh,
You're home. Your bedroom's next to mine over there. You're just watching TV until you get tired, and then you'll go to bed. You live here, Dad. You're never alone.
I had my brows
You got
done.
nothing to worry about, Pop.
Hello.
you're right.
I
A week
am
ago?
right. You live with me.
Most
I take
another
care of you, Dad.
super wealth is going to
Every
buy.
day.
I hope it'll be fun if
You
they
take
do.
care of me.
I'm just trying to let
know.
you
You
I'm
take,
trying to let you hear
you
because
take
it's
great care of
hard.
me, Pop.
It's hard to talk on top of them. Oh, Kevin, it's bad.
He is so amazing, and even when he's right now, he's a bit, he doesn't know where his permanent residence is. He's flustered. He's a little scared, and I just said to him, "I'm all, Dad, don't worry, I take care of you." And his response, "I want to take care of you." And if he only knew that we're sitting here with 2,000 people because of him, I wish he could understand that. What he's given us is, you can't, nobody, you don't have it. I mean, you can't. He is just absolutely, it blows me away. It blows me away.
Somebody's asking about the cabbage balls. Do you like the cabbage balls?
I like the way her mom made them.
She didn't make cabbage balls.
Well, whatever she made, they were good. I'm sorry, but she was a better cook than you. That's just a fact.
Oh, I don't
That's a
care about
compliment,
that.
right? And she made damn good cabbage balls because
She
dumped-
didn't make cabbage balls.
Whatever she did, she dumped the butter in and all
You
the
don't
other
even
good
know
stuff.
what it is, so
They
don't
were
listen to
delicious.
them.
They were big balls of cabbage with meat in them, and they were damn good.
Calls cabbage balls.
Cabbage balls.
Mm-hmm.
She got big balls, and they were big balls. Danielle likes the small balls, but her mom made the big balls. I prefer the big balls to the small balls.
Stuffed cabbage. Yes. Cabbage rolls. A lot of people call them cabbage rolls, but my mom called them stuffed cabbage. Yeah.
Stop putting your wife down. I'm not putting my wife down. I am just speaking a fact. If you want me to, she is a better cook than me. Does that help? It's all relative, right? It's all relative.
Oh, that's cool, Judy.
Diane
Oh,
Morrissey
yeah, you weren't there today.
is an incredible cook, but unfortunately I've never tasted any of her food. I just see it every day and get hungry. In my opinion, Carol, absolutely. It's only my opinion.
Oh, there's Nate.
She's tired of me.
Back to your room. Just kidding. Ha 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 ha.
Who's the best cook out of the brothers? I'd probably have to go with Adam.
You don't even know.
He's the best cook. Yeah,
Oh, the
because
best. I
the
saw it
best.
just said.
The best cook would be my brother Adam. How you doing in Florida and Georgia? Where I am the luckiest son in the world. Not only do I get to return the favor and give back, but he in turn gave me TikTok. Sarasota. So yeah, I'm the luckiest son in so many different ways. I can't even. I mean, whose father does this for their kids at 90
Nate,
years old?
honey, are you packed for lunch for tomorrow? Honey, it's almost bedtime.
How you doing down in Chino Hills? I hope you're safe down there. How you doing up in Canada?
Oh, Crystal laughed. over
Jamaica,
there.
come on.
It's gonna take a while, Nate. It's gonna take a while.
You got a big fan on here. I'm getting ripped on for not paying attention. I do pay attention, man. TikTok, as of right now, it's going away on the 19th. Unless something happens between now and the 19th, it will be going away.
Is your bus
I
card
think
the
The poly odds markets have it at like 70+%. So there's still,
No, but I
you don't
should.
really know what's going to happen, but chances are that it's going to go away.
Hi from Cabo.
But you can find us on Instagram
Oh, sorry,
and YouTube and
Jessica.
Facebook.
Any advice? Hold on.
Mimi, when you say they just announced, do you
Buckle
mean
up.
since we got on here? Because prior to getting on
You
here,
learn as
there
you
have
go,
been no
honey.
announcement.
You learn as you go. Deep breaths, lots of patience. Is he up again?
That's two people that have said that. I don't know if that's true. I mean, is that being reported right now?
What?
So that somebody, I can't imagine who would have delayed it unless the court did. I just can't. How you doing in Finland? Some people have to put clothes on and go to work. That, first of all, anybody who thinks this isn't work hasn't sat in our shoes. Right now, this is work. When you're on talking to 1,000 people, it's a bit stressful. It is work. It's not like, just watching TV. It is work, and that's irrelevant. I mean, this is so much bigger than just TikTok. The case that we're looking at today involving pornography is, in my opinion, even bigger than TikTok, because there's more people that consume porn than consume the talk. Your turn?
Your turn. You were gone a lot today.
I go twice, she goes once, I go twice.
Who made dinner? Who gave your dad a
What
bath?
are you doing?
I'm looking for my wallet.
All right, well, you gotta come back and sit down, Pop.
What?
You gotta come back and sit down.
Why?
Your wallet's in your room, Pop.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure.
I hope you're right.
I'm 100% sure.
I gotta go to
I'm
the
not
bathroom.
99. What?
I gotta go to the bathroom.
All right, keep going then.
Mirroring? I think
Keep
I said
going.
no.
Okay, I'm going.
All
Hi,
right.
Danielle.
Hi.
I'm going to look for my.
He's gonna,
He's
yeah.
lying.
Yeah.
He's lying.
Keep walking.
Now you guys, that was a lie.
Keep walking. This
I
way,
tried.
Pop, this way. I'll hold you.
Because Dan
Yeah.
wasn't gonna let him go to the go look for his wallet, and he said, "Well, I have to go to the bathroom."
He knows. My dad's.
And he
is-
just said,
he's
"I'm
still
going to
able
look for
to
my wallet."
manipulate. And he's,
And then he just said that.
I know, Pop. I thought you had to go to the bathroom.
I gotta go to the bathroom too.
All right. Which do you want to do first? You want to find your wallet or go to the bathroom?
Both.
All right, well, you go to the bathroom, I'll get your wallet.
He does this a lot. It's the
I know
funniest thing.
exactly where it's at.
Yeah, he does that a lot. Well, I gotta go pee. No, you don't, you liar. He is a sneaky one. We made a Save the Beaver shirt today, Nate.
Leave that on.
We made a Save the Beaver shirt. Is that it? I don't know.
I'll get your wallet.
Oh, good, Patricia. I had a lot of work
This is your wallet.
that I
right
did.
here.
A lot of like
This
just
is your
business
wallet. I'm
behind the
gonna put it
scenes
right
stuff.
here. You'll put it in your pocket when you're done.
Oh, thanks, Shanny.
It's right here.
Hi, Sean. You're
When
alive?
you're done, I'll put it in your pocket.
I'm a retired male
Let me
dancer.
know when you're done.
Ooh. Do we dance naked?
All right, you ready to get
Do we
out?
dance with a G-string on? But I want sparkly. I want a sequence G-string, Sean, and I want the little nipple tassels. Can you do that, Sean? And then you can be my personal dancer.
Let's walk this way.
Naked.
Follow your
I
wallet.
don't know.
Who's this?
That's your
I'll take it
wallet.
back. I want the sequins
Because
speedos
you're not
on.
sometime in bed yet, Pop. Are you
You
tired?
gotta work into the
All right,
nakedness.
just put it in your pocket. Here you go.
Let's
All
not
right,
go
I'll
so
put it in your
quickly
pocket.
with the balls and testes and
There it goes, right
shit
there.
bending over.
It's in
Are
your
you
pocket.
shaved, Sean?
Thank you very much.
All right. Just walk this way. Turn to the right.
This way?
Yep.
Hi, Danielle.
Hi,
You did
Ed.
good, Pop. You did good.
No way. I'm not staying.
You're
Keep
not
going that
staying.
way.
Oh.
I'll take you back this way, Pop.
Ugh,
You got it? All right.
naked.
Watch your step. Keep walking this way.
You
Keep
know, there's
walking
something
this way.
about that. You
That
know what I
way,
mean?
Pop.
Like, when you say that, I'm joking. And then all of a sudden, I'm like,
To the couch, right over here.
Up to the couch.
Yep, to the couch.
Save the beavers.
Right here. Sit
I just
down.
had a brain fart.
Good, good.
But I did. We made a, and that's an inside
You're
joke.
welcome. Don't
What was I
forget, your
saying?
wallet's in your pocket.
Shit. I don't know, Gabby. Alert. Ugh.
I mean, really? I thought he got right back up, but
No.
he didn't.
No, not yet. Chantel. Yeah, no, I did it in Nate's honor. Save the beaver.
It was not a bad day today. he wanted to take a nap about 2 o'clock, and I said, "Do you want to take a walk instead?" And he said, "Yeah, I'll take a walk." We had a good walk today.
Hi, Jay. No, I'm not. No, Sean. She's almost engaged, practically. Have you heard of TikTok?
Lisa, as of right now, unless something changes, it's gone on the 19th. It's gone on Sunday, unless something changes. Now, that's a number of people that are saying it's been extended by 270 days. I don't know if they are confusing that with a bill that was introduced in the Senate yesterday, and I think in the House today by Ro Khanna, a Republican in the Senate, or somebody in the Senate, and somebody in the House, but it certainly has not passed. Now, yeah, I don't think it has been, as of the time I got on, there had been no change. Thanks, Penny. I appreciate that so much. And likewise, if it's gone, we enjoyed you guys as much as you enjoyed us. I appreciate your hanging out with us for the last 3 years on these lives. You've given us the thrill of a lifetime to get on here and be able to talk to all you guys every single time. Without fail, you guys show up in numbers. And I can't tell you how much that means to us. So we're going to miss you as well. We'll be on other apps, but it won't quite be the same thing.
It's different. It's different. I think people are just kind of like, is it really going?
People are starting to realize it's the real
always.
congressional laws.
Kellyanna, good luck on your LSATs.
Good luck on the LSAT, Kalina. Do you want to tell them the story when I took the LSAT? You came with me. It was, we figured we'd combine the LSAT with a trip to Tahoe.
We just started.
And yeah, that was, man, remember the hotel we stayed at? We stayed, unfortunately, it was we didn't have a lot of money. And where we stayed, there was a lot of activity and a lot of police. Apparently we were in a place where they rent rooms by the hour.
Huh.
If you so want.
Weird.
What?
Like the privacy, folks are
Robert, my dad is sitting on the couch.
We're staying on YouTube. Just TikTok. Fire dances and cremations. Only if you scatter the ashes as you're dancing.
We're on Instagram, Cora. Well, I might look at Red Note or some different apps once if TikTok actually goes away. We are on right now YouTube and Instagram and Facebook with pretty much the same content, and we do lives on YouTube as well and on Facebook. So we'll still be around. It won't quite be the same thing, but we'll still be here.
Sean, hi, Larry. Larry's here.
You know what is tragic?
Larry's here.
Hey, Larry. Did anybody watch Laura Finch? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but people were saying.
Oh yeah, I saw her. I watched her from her diagnosis.
I watched her too.
Oh.
I thought she was amazing, and I teared up. She passed yesterday, and I watched her. I mean, she knew she was dying. I've never seen anybody with that kind of spirit. And her daughter was getting married, and she got a chance to see her daughter try on a wedding dress, and she died the next day. Deborah Finch. I don't know how to pronounce it, but she caught my heart for sure. I mean, I'd never talked about it to Daniel. She was watching it, and that lady really hit me. It hit me hard.
I started watching. I mean, she popped up on my FYP like the first day. She was like in the hospital, and she was like, "I don't know what's happening. How can I be dying so quick?"
I didn't even know what to say. You know, every time I'd watch a video and I'd just stop, and I go, I want to make a comment. I like them, and yet I couldn't find the. You know, what do you say to somebody? You die with class, or you're dying you were amazing. It was very, very difficult for me, and really depressing when I realized that she had passed. I mean, her videos caught me every time. And there was something about it that
she was so uplifting. All this, like I was like, how you're dying and you're so happy, and like she was just. She wasn't. She was raw.
Real. She wouldn't say happy. She was. That's the amazing thing about TikTok. She was able to, really quick get a following. I don't think that's going to happen much anymore. Once TikTok's gone.
There was another woman who did that a couple years ago. She had cancer. She had a son and a husband. Same thing happened.
The son had cancer.
No, the mom had cancer, And she said, she sent us a letter. I made the connection. And it was crazy. She was watching your dad videos when as she was going through her treatment. She ended up dying.
I mean, that's depressing to me. I used to watch there was a kid who had cancer, and he was with his mother, and she lost her husband to cancer just a couple years before her teenage son at 19 got diagnosed. And I also watched that religiously and felt very connected to them. I even included them in a poem.
No, we don't. Isn't that crazy?
And I don't know what happened to him. I haven't seen him.
Not yet.
He
We
was
might probably do
a kid,
something here.
a healthy 19-year-old, surfer, looked great, looked alive and vibrant, a typical normal happy kid. And then he went through, the ravages of cancer and the cancer treatments. And I'm trying to find him before TikTok ends.
This mom was older.
I know, P.S. It is really depressing. I don't remember the lady's name, but she was the mother, and the son was on, and they're very similar to Deborah, except it was tragic in a different way. It was the son who had cancer, and in this case, it was the mother that had cancer. And
Tommy, is that
TikTok allowed us into people's lives to see things that people need to see and understand, to develop empathy and compassion. You have to see those things. And that's part of what we've done with my dad. And those particular channels really hit me. And it's really it's been difficult since I figured out who that was that passed. Deborah is who I'm talking about. I believe it was yesterday. I can't imagine that family.
I'm trying to think of the other one. The woman, she had brain cancer or something. And I think she was remarried or something like that. And she had a husband. Her baby's daddy wasn't, and they had everything designed up or something. Shit. I don't know. It was probably 3 years ago now.
Hi, Joe. Hi, kitties.
Am I stressed tonight? I'm just hurting. I'm trying not to take as many Advils for my mouth.
Someone said I could find a better woman. Do you think I could really find a better woman to help with my dad? I don't. I mean, I know there are loving people out there, but I don't think I could find a better person to be my partner in care with my dad. I mean, at times I might agree with you, and she might agree with you about me. But overall, we've been doing this for a lot of years now. And my dad is still here. He's still kicking. He's still not afraid of Danielle, despite everybody's, worry about her tone. She's still somebody who's very important to him. It's impossible to do it alone. And yet there are people out there doing it. Those are the real heroes. And I mean, by a big factor, those people are special people. The people that do this without a team member like I have. Or a team member like all of you. You've all made this journey easier for us and doable. And you've all helped contribute to, my dad's condition. Because social media has helped us cope and deal with it, and you're all part of it. You've all made my dad's life better, and I thank you all for that.
Do you need a tissue tonight?
Yeah, of course I do. What are you doing?
I'm wiping your tears.
I don't have any tears.
I said,
Turn
do
around.
you need a tissue?
No, I don't need a tissue.
I was going to give you my...
Thank you.
Let me dab your eyes.
Thank you.
Let me dab them. They're looking red.
Turn around. You did it alone
Rebecca.
for 10 years, Kathy. You know what I'm
I
talking
missed your
about.
time.
I'm sorry for your loss, Rebecca.
Oh, good, Mindy. I'm following all that stuff. Yeah. Hello in England.
Someone talked about the son and the mother, and it flew by, but I did see you know who I'm talking
That
about.
chicken butt.
I mean, please.
Maybe that was Haley. I'm playing
You
with my hair.
put your arm in front of my face and I can't read, so you can play with your hair. Okay, I'm gonna play with your hair. Do you want to go ahead and talk?
Hi, Rita.
Have
Hi,
a nice
Sue.
conversation.
How are you, Sue? I can talk. We love pops. I saw you posted. Hi. I know. Yeah, Mindy. I
might
support
be a
them.
Bills fan.
I support them. I love it.
We're already on Instagram. I've been there for a long time. In fact, I usually get more views on Instagram than I do on TikTok, ironically.
Real Dennis here. I think it's TMJ with a mix of a high tooth. That's what it feels like to me. I'm not a dentist, but I play one on TV. But I've had this before. I think, and they went to. She didn't think she was going to be able to make it.
Yeah, I surf. Yes. His name was Michael. Thank you. That's who it is. Yes, I knew that he was a surfer. I just didn't remember the name. And are they still around? Is he still alive? Is he still around? I'd love to know. I mean, I'm looking for the people that I haven't seen in a while on TikTok.
Oh, maybe it was ovarian
I want to
cancer.
try and find out.
Did it go to her head?
I believe that's it, Stacy. I believe that's it. And I'm trying to find all these people before I lose contact with them forever.
I do worse one at night.
I heard Mr. Beast, but it's not realistic. But I would love. I would love it, and these things are possible. It's not impossible that somebody like Mr. Beast or Elon Musk or Mark Cuban, and those, if somebody wanted to, they could step up and buy it. But I don't know how much. I think that's it, Stacy. I'm not 100% sure. You can look up, and someone can look and see if they can find them. That is tragic because she was so young.
Thanks, Kim. Hi, John.
It's tragic, more tragic because she was so young. Of course, tragic anytime someone dies. He's doing well. Thank you, Rustix. I do appreciate that. That makes me feel a little better, especially
I don't
today.
know what that means.
Patty, I'm glad that the videos helped.
Ernest?
I ran into somebody in the bank today that
Thanks.
had,
I'm glad.
we were just sitting there. I was sitting at the counter, and she's next, and she said, "Oh, I recognize you from Facebook." And then she said, my mom's in the car right now. She's 94. And I looked out, and she was in the car, and I told her, a lot of times I have my dad sitting in the car because we just haul him around. We talk for a bit, and she was a joy to talk to. She takes care of her mom the same way. It's not all that uncommon, what's happened in this house. Happens a lot out there. I'm sorry, Josh. Still going through marriage problems. We've been going through marriage problems since I think the day we got married. Didn't we have a fight? We went to San Francisco and I didn't have a room ahead of time. So for the first night of our wedding, we went to San Francisco with no room and then had trouble finding rooms. So it took us 3 hours to find a room after our wedding. And then we just fell asleep, right? We were so tired.
We just crashed out. We didn't even open up our cards or anything.
So we didn't do, nothing. We just crashed. It was so tiring. And then we started our honeymoon the next day, but we can't even agree on where. I think we went to Reno the next day, and she says no, we didn't. But I think we did. So we've been at this we're good at it now. We've got it down pat.
I don't remember.
I am going to read you.
And we have no pictures.
I'm going to.
Do you know that? We have no pictures.
We didn't have phones back then like this.
Yeah, but we had disposable cameras. You remember some of those pictures? Can you believe we actually took
Request
photos?
Perez Hilton? What does that mean? The media guy?
I know Perez Hilton is the TM. I like him. I like Perez.
My dad will be 107 years, Josh. We had Polaroids.
Yeah,
we're not that old.
Not the Polaroids, Eric, but remember, and we dropped them off at the 1 hour photo, and there were some compromising pictures in there.
That's right.
You still have them.
I don't know where they are. I think you might have ripped them up at some point.
No, I didn't.
I'd love to find those.
I think the boobs are still there. It was just the other part that
I would love to find that
the
picture.
other part I we need to find that picture.
We need to
Then
find that
I'll
picture.
remember what it looks like.
Jennifer's 20-something,
Or
25.
if I remembered what it used to look like. Was it cuter?
It looks like TikTok is closing as of right now.
As in my legs.
Kimura, I will tell you, I have not read the Quran, but I haven't read the Bible either. But I do have a beautiful copy of it that somebody sent me, which is it's an absolute gorgeous with a full-on Arab outfit, and we have that. And I will never get rid of it. And it was a whoever sent that, sent a really nice copy, and I'll keep it with the Bible next to our Bible.
Huh?
A copy of the Quran.
I just
expensive.
spaced out for a minute. What were you talking about?
I said somebody sent us a copy of the Quran.
Oh.
A very nice bound copy.
The guy at the photo booth.
Moneymaker, you
And
moving in?
Eric,
We're watching the Niners on Sunday.
we
You have
used
to
to
know
drive
that.
up-
If there's a conflict between the Steelers and the Niners,
and like
and God forbid if they play the Steelers.
those pictures, how embarrassing. People saw those pictures. We all were thinking, the photos, and everybody, you're picking up. Yep, for Danielle, please. Oh, that was you. I am Robert.
Those pictures were taken at the Olsen house, I believe.
Yeah.
Really early.
In the bathroom.
Yeah. Really early. Yeah, one of those photo huts.
Mm-hmm. An hour, because you didn't want to leave them overnight for people to really look at,
All the fans come out. I know the Niners are toast this year. Did you both get Dad's milk? I don't know what that is.
When you drank the milk the other morning.
You mean the milk that would look frozen and have lumps in it?
We went and got that, yes.
I threw it out, but I did go get the milk. And we ate it. I drank it. My dad ate it. It wasn't bad.
That's not what they're talking about. They're talking about the fact that the night before that
I
your
didn't
dad was
know
going
the
to
night
be without
before. In
milk.
fact, I didn't. What am I gonna do? Go get milk at 2 in the morning?
No,
I got
just
up.
don't eat.
I got up and I drove to get milk when I first got up, and he had his milk with cereal. I mean, I did my job, and you bitch about that I happened to drink. I got thirsty the night before. I mean, my God. Scoot, if my dad wanted pancakes, he would have pancakes. I mean, people say give him a warm breakfast. We give him what he wants. If my dad doesn't like something, he won't say I don't like it. He'll just say I'm not hungry. Put this in the fridge till tomorrow. He will not. He eats what he wants. And my dad likes a bowl of cereal with a banana cut up in it, and that's what he expects. And that when every morning I come and I put it down, you should hear what he says. And then I give him his cup of coffee, and he is on cloud 9. When he first gets up in the morning with that bowl of cereal and that cup of coffee, and the day hasn't set in, and he's had a night's sleep, he sits there, and it's the best time of the day when he's eating his breakfast. He gets his cookies. We don't deprive him of dessert. In fact, last night, my dad loves ice cream. Danielle bought a bunch of ice cream, and he had a big bowl of ice cream last night after he was full, but he ate that ice cream.
I had ice cream before the TikTok.
92 and 98. And Karen, that to me, that's a love story. When they die that close together, usually the second one dies of a broken heart. Carmen, we are far away from the fires. We are not we're hundreds and hundreds of miles. A Gypsy Red Note, maybe in the future. I haven't looked at it, but Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We're there.
But I did a video because of all the naysayers
Thomas,
who say that.
if TikTok goes away, you'll be able to find us if you so desire.
But I can't right now. I can't I can't do both.
And there's a good argument that she deserves better too. So we both deserve better. I'm not. I'm by far perfect or the perfect spouse.
I love pancakes.
I have not been the perfect spouse.
But I did.
But I am willing to accept responsibility and own it and try and be a better person. Going forward, not just as part of a marriage, but in general.
Are we recording this?
Yeah, it's being recorded on.
Perfect. Okay. Remind me. Refer back to this day
Okay,
of January 15th.
I wish you would join me in my quest to be a better person.
Anyway, I put on a video about Ed eating something other than cereal, and y'all saw him pick at it because he wants his cereal.
That's what he wants in the morning. And he wants
Thank you, Anthony.
he wants Cheerios, shredded wheat. He'll eat anything, that you give him, but that's what he wants. He wants a healthy breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Your vowels.
We just did that in Vegas. We
Your
just
vowels.
renewed them.
Are you
Somebody,
renewing
Lisa
your
Ramsey,
vowels? I'm sorry, that was really funny. He
she's
wrote vowels.
what is Lisa? Is she a pastor? A
Drink
minister?
one more time, swallow one more time like that.
She was a minister or something.
She took ordained.
She got some credential to renew our vows. Can you please?
Are you really saying that? Because Eric, did he make a mistake or was he being funny? Because it could be really crucial at this point in time.
A-E-I-O-U. And sometimes why?
I mean, he was kidding, right? So, and Dan goes in the diatribe thing, he saw vowels, and I'm laughing because I'm in a different arena.
I just assume, I just answer the question they meant to ask. I typo all the time.
I know, but I knew Eric.
I'm not going to call him out and go, dude, you better fucking check
No, because Eric.
before you hit that send
Dan,
button.
if you paid attention to the people in the handle names, you would know their personalities. I knew Eric was joking. Therefore, that's why I was giggling. We renewed our vows. We did that in Las Vegas. Never mind, over your head. Whew.
How do you renew your vowels? I don't understand that.
It was a fucking joke.
All right. I took it as a question. Shoot me.
Worse, it's all good, Dan.
Worst food poisoning story? I have two of them. I know exactly where they happened.
I know.
One.
Maybe, do I know one? Carl's Jr.
That was one.
The Western bacon cheeseburger.
Yep, that was
You
one.
also had a tuna sandwich or something from
No.
the golf club, and you got really sick.
No, I don't remember that. I ate at some Mexican restaurant by Fung Lum on Bascom Avenue in San Jose, chicken tacos, and I got salmonella. And that was in the same bathroom that we took those pictures of Danielle. I sat in that bathroom with a bucket in front of me, sitting on the toilet for like 7 hours. And it was worse. I mean, and sitting in that position when you were so sick, I thought I wanted to die. I didn't think I was going to die. I wanted to die. And then the fucking Western bacon cheeseburger in law school, my favorite meal.
From the Bay Area.
And I've never eaten a Western bacon cheeseburger since. Never. But I think I'm ready to try now. I think I'm ready to try a Western bacon cheeseburger.
Okay,
They're so freaking good.
aside from that, Eric, speaking of Togos,
I did
the
not
best-
give you the real details behind that. I just described the way I was sitting.
Eric,
If
anyway,
you want to hear what
I
was
had
happening,
the best
that
Togo
would be
sandwich
TMI.
on Sunday or Saturday, whatever day I took it, Saturday, and in Cameron Park. It was the best Togo sandwich I've ever had in the last 10 years. So, just so you know.
What was it?
I got a 24.
Ooh.
And
24.
they
That's
loaded
turkey and avocado.
they loaded it up like they did back in the day.
Ooh, those were good.
Yeah, on 24, and it was so good, and the bread was so moist.
Before every football game I played, every single one, I ate a 24 from
But I
Tito's.
have to tell you, you also
That
got
was my
deathly
football
ill,
field.
and I think you got a rash or something too, and you had some sort of fish, and I thought it was it was from the
remember.
golf course you used to work at.
Deep Cliff.
Yeah, and
Deep Cliff Golf Course in
I
Cupertino?
think, and it was like some fish, and you were so.
I don't remember that, but it's possible. Try it soon before they close. Is Carl Jr. closing? Joe, my dad is sitting on the couch right now.
I like a number 7 and a 24. Those are
Your
my
mom
favorite.
lives up in Jackson? And I assume you're talking Jackson, California,
Sharon.
not
It's
Jackson,
really
Mississippi, or Jackson, Tennessee. Tilapia, that's a good fish.
Yeah, but it was a fish, and I think it was a fish sandwich or something. And you were so sick.
Am I still getting it?
No.
Not from her.
Yeah, Mark. I had a 24. Cameron Park, Mark, is the best Togos there is.
But let me just let people know, because you get a lot of, somebody was talking about your rigidity, and somebody made a comment when, we play a lot with on the sex thing, because it's very common. And just so you know, it's not that my wife refuses me or has refused me over the years. We disagree on the quality of sex. And then over the last 2 months, like, she's like, okay, you want it? Go ahead. And just hurry up, And to me, it's like, fuck, man, I don't want that. I want the, the love part. I want the intimacy. I don't want slam, bam, thank you, ma'am, now get the fuck off me. And
Nobody has time.
I have time. And secondly,
Of course you do.
in the last, 6 months, it's been more medical issues. So I can't get angry or, we just make fun of it a lot on social media. But it's not like, I get, no. If I wanted it, I could get it.
Isn't that the other night?
But who wants it under those conditions? I just want to enjoy it when it's the right time. So I
know,
suffer.
but I don't
Because
want...
the right time for me is every hour of every day.
Right. But just take the second it takes and be happy.
I'm not unhappy. I can, in any event, that's what it is. It's not a case of, that she's just saying, screw you.
He can have it whenever he wants, but he has a time frame. He has to fit it in.
I don't want it under those circumstances.
Okay, but that's the way it is for us
I
right
understand.
now. We're tired.
So I
We're
make
in
fun of it. I'm just letting people know that I'm not being like, it's not like
Just make it
I'm
quick.
being pride.
That's not
You're
telling
making
him
me uncomfortable.
no.
I'm fucking itching my collar. Look at this shit. I mean, that's obviously.
Well, because you started this
know.
conversation right when Mark entered.
Is Mark here?
Yes.
That's fucking great. Mark, how are you doing? Is Mom here too? Is my sister here too? Who else is here?
It was right when he said the 25. I said, Mark, the best Togo sandwich is in Cameron Park.
I didn't know you were talking
and then
to
you
Mark.
started on the sex thing.
I didn't know you were talking to my brother. I wouldn't have brought it up.
I wasn't telling him what.
That's the problem with family on your lives, is you never know when they're going to pop up. And I've asked people in the past, if you ever see my mom, please let me know immediately. Immediately let me know that she's on, because I need to censor myself. And
Well, I couldn't figure out
sometimes
why
she'll
he
get
was...
on, she's all, I get on, I watch, and then I gotta get off. I go, Mom, tell me when you're gonna get on, and I'll lighten up for a little bit.
Mark also doesn't like certain conversations, so he's probably already gone.
Yeah,
but,
Mark is not like that.
So he said the other day, he doesn't like the bathroom talk, he doesn't like the sex talk, it makes him feel very uncomfortable. And and then he came in and Dan was like, and about the sex thing, right after I addressed him.
Mark is not shy. I mean, you have to understand that when I pull a camera out, and I'm on a video, he knows that.
Is he still up?
At least he's sitting on the couch.
Oh,
He's still up.
okay.
There's going to be a lot of people that are going to watch the video, even if it's a bad performing video. So it can be intimidating. I'm used to it. I mean, I'm jaded to it. I know I'm okay with it. I'm okay with looking like an idiot. I'm okay with
Me too.
looking bad, saying the wrong thing. I'm okay with the negative comments because I put myself out there. Mark doesn't choose to do that. So he's a good sport when I have the camera out. But people get on him. How would you act if you came over to my house and you knew all of a sudden I put a camera on him? Hey, how are you doing? You might not be your full self either until you got used to it. So cut the poor guy a break. Mark is an amazing person, right? He took care of my dad first. And also, people don't know this, but when my kids were small, we wrote notes when we went on vacation. If anything happens to me and Danielle, Mark is the person we would choose to raise our kids, because I know that Mark would be there for him. I know that he would be there for every need they had. I know that he would put his own needs secondary to my kids, just like he does with my dad and my mom and his dog. That's just the way he is. He's, incredibly compassionate, and, you may not hear it or you may not see it, but those are his actions.
Oh, you mean people are saying Mark had a tone too?
Mark doesn't have a tone. Mark's just
It's
quiet.
must run in the family. How's Cindy?
Cindy, thank you for asking. Cindy came home from the hospital today with cataract
How's
surgery.
Kim?
And so she can see for the first time in like a year and a half. But unfortunately, she has a big cone over her head, which is driving her frickin' bananas. So, and you know, Mark's walking with her because she's banging into things with the damn thing. So Mark is really, you know, he goes above and beyond for this 9-year-old dog. It just shows you what kind of
It's
human
11.
being he is.
It's 11.
You know, 11, however old it is. It's an old dog, and Mark is there with expensive treatments because he loves this dog. And, you know, and that wasn't even his dog. I got that dog for my mom when she was living in a house during COVID and had nobody. When she was all alone, I brought her that dog. And when she moved into the place she's in now, Mark took that dog. Thanks, Challenger. I appreciate that.
You're
Key,
into it.
I appreciate that. I will miss you guys too. I will miss TikTok for sure. I'm on all the other apps, and it's not going to have a huge
Oh,
impact
sorry.
in what I do from day to day, but I will miss TikTok. I will miss more than my broadcasting and videos. I will
That's
miss the
burping
app
volcano.
because I've met so many wonderful people on this app, and I'm going to make a
That's a
video
story.
the next day or tomorrow.
That's a
Two
story.
videos that are going to be on
On
before
a live.
Sunday.
Number live.
My favorite poem and a video that, you know, that I've caught. I've met so many incredible people, from, you know, Mama Tot to Santa Claus to, you know, a lot of really large, really nice
You
creators.
guys can tell Miami about
And I'm
that.
going to put together a video, you know, with images that I have that you guys haven't seen, you know, that I haven't, just chose not to post when I've had an opportunity to meet all these wonderful people through TikTok. And I'm certainly sad to see it go, if it goes.
It's-
How you doing in the backwoods of Georgia? Are you down there with
Hi, Paul.
the devil? The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind. He was ready to make a deal. I said, devil, come on back.
Yes, Dad is loud. He's louder than anybody.
What?
Alright.
Charlie Daniels country, absolutely.
Hi, guys.
What are you doing?
I'm ready for bed.
PGD, we're on Instagram, Facebook,
ready for
and
bed.
YouTube. And you know, there may be another app that we'll explore. I'll have to look at them all, but that's where we are. So you will be able to find us if you want to. We will still be
How
around.
are you, Veronica? How's the
Grandpa
air?
is awake and watching TV. 1 hour yawn.
I'm sorry. You guys, no joke. What time is it? My body's starting to
Johnny
get ready
can play the fiddle.
at Grandpa, because Grandpa goes to bed at 6:30. And so then my body's getting used to, like, I clean up the kitchen, I make whatever I do, put in things, go clean up my kitchen, and then I go lay in bed.
Gabe, there's a lot of people moving to Red Note, and I will look at those, you know, if something happens to TikTok. But we are, in the meantime, will be on the other major apps where we've already been. But I will look at alternatives. I'm really holding out hope that something will come in to save this app, because it is, again,
I don't trust Red Note right now.
I'm more depressed about losing my ability to
Corn.
watch videos than I am about, you know, being able to post. Because luckily I can, you know, we can post anywhere, and I do, again, get more
Yes.
views on
But I put tape on
Instagram
it.
often than I do on TikTok.
Tequila?
But I will certainly miss this app.
Red Note, I don't know. I have a conspiracy theory about Red Note. Sorry, I know. I am like, this is my time. I want to get in bed, put my heating pad on. It's in Mandarin, I know. So that's the thing. How do you do it?
Again, you look into that.
Bonjour.
Do your homework, and you can find out. You study Mandarin. My nephew knows Mandarin. Max. Nate, what's my theory on what?
I don't think Dad will. He never yawns when I yawn.
Is there a cure for dementia? There's not a cure for dementia right now. There's not a cure for Alzheimer's or any other major dementia right now.
You're also on a GoFundMe scamming the public.
We're not on a GoFundMe, so if there is a GoFundMe page that you've seen, please let me know so that I can put a stop to it. We've never had a GoFundMe or never asked anybody for 1 cent on any of these apps. But there are a lot of frauds out there, and if there is, please let me know, because that's serious. That's a big fraud. So DM me if you've seen any kind of GoFundMe about Grandpa or myself or Danielle or any Salinger. Let me know so I can contact GoFundMe and let them know that that's a scam.
Well then, Brady, that won't work. Yeah, Heidi, I responded to you today, and I said, let me know where, and give us the information, and we called. We've called before.
There is someone on a new TLC show, someone that I watch, Balin. You know, she's been on and raising awareness about Tourette's for a long time, and I've been following her for a long time, and she now has a show. I can't wait to watch it. She's much kinder, much kinder. She took a kind pill. Yep, Balin, that's it, Mindy. I'm sorry, Brenda.
Yeah, so she has her own TLC show. Oh, Salt Life, I love that.
Yeah, and that's great, because you know that's what she's doing. People that have Tourette's that go out in public, you know, experience all sorts of reactions from the public, because the public doesn't have any frickin' idea what that disease is, and she has educated more people in her short time on TikTok than any other Tourette's organization, Tourette's people. She's the one who's done it, right? And thank God she's being rewarded with that show. Because if anyone deserves it, she's done a lot for that disease, and it's not easy. And I know she has a tough time, you know, dealing with interactions, and it's not been an easy life for her. So she deserves everything that she gets.
Oh, hi, Joe. Your son has Tourette's?
Thanks,
too?
Joe.
Wow.
Your son has Tourette's, so you're aware, you know.
I know, and Alicia, it's so weird that they would let, my friend today, she had something.
So true, Alicia. Ella, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Salt Life. Life with Grams. I enjoy her too. TikTok is supposed to shutter on Sunday.
No, Jen, no. I know. What I was gonna say is my friend ended up coming down with Bell's palsy today, and we were joking about it, and she said, oh my God, now don't think it's going to be me running to TikTok to find out how other people are dealing with the condition. I mean, it is. It teaches you how to cook. It teaches you how to
Lacey,
clean things.
I think it's really not looking good. I could be, you know, something could happen, but as of right now,
I don't know, Koso.
I'd put the odds somewhere at, you know,
Thanks,
75% that it's going to be gone on Sunday.
Oh shit, Warren, that would
I'm
scare
sorry
the
for
shit
the
out
loss
of me.
4 years ago, and it still hurts.
The refugees.
Thanks whoever said they love our relationship. It is what it is, and you're seeing it. You know, this is
Have
not.
you tried Jacko? No, I don't even know what that is.
Do you have the same mom?
You have so many recipes saved. You're lucky. Okay, your
Mr.
husband
Wonderful from Shark Tank, Kevin O'Leary. I don't think TikTok's
No,
for
no,
sale.
I've seen
That's the thing. You have to realize TikTok is international. The United States is just one country. And what makes TikTok special is the algorithm.
Oh,
So
Instagram too?
it's unlikely that ByteDance is going to part with the algorithm
He's not using
that,
Instagram.
you know, the new user could use to compete with TikTok International,
Hi,
right?
Chris.
Why would they give away their key, their golden goose, to somebody else who could then use it
Hi, Paula.
all over the world and basically put TikTok out? So I don't think it's going to happen.
Jackie, how long did it take you?
Kiki or Kit Kat, that there is, people don't understand, you know, TikTok
thanks.
censors. 100% they do. They censor us, right? And it'll get shut down every other week. But you have to realize there's a difference between a company censoring and the government. They're two totally different things. And, you know, on TikTok,
Ed, what are you doing?
you can
Ed.
choose
Get the bathroom
No.
there?
whether to watch or not. But I'd rather have it be your choice than the government's choice. That's what we're talking about. It's not Coco. Move, Coco. Move, Coco. Where you
I
going,
go to the
Pop?
bathroom, Dan.
All right, Pop.
I thought I could go there, but.
No, you're doing perfect, Pop. You're okay.
Where do I go?
You're over there by your room, Pop. Your wife's been censoring you. Yep. That, and again, that's different. You know, your wife censoring you. I'm definitely not tan. It must be a glare. Do I lose my content? Don't you? I mean, I have all my videos, so I'll probably download download what I put on there. But I mean, it's like 1,000 videos now. I don't. It's a lot of freaking space. So, you know, to download that, I'd have to put it in the cloud somewhere. But I probably will try just to make sure I can find the videos. Hi, Mindy. That's a good volcano burping. If you know what that means, I know what that means. Danielle's ethnicity is extremely mixed. She just recently did a DNA, and she's from like all over the place. She has Middle Eastern, she has European, she's got African. I mean, she has a lot of different. You know, obviously, there was some. Her dad, her grandfather lived in Egypt for a long time, and they had large staffs. And I just have a feeling there was a little bit of something going on, either with her grandfather or her great grandfather, because she's got her ethnicity is very mixed. The fire is not close to us. It's a long way away. You know, she's Italian, she's French, she's Moroccan, she all sorts of things. Egyptian. I mean, she got a lot in her.
Want to brush your teeth? Okay, pull up your pants.
Cindy, I hope you. I mean, my dad's has skin cancer. It depends on the kind of skin cancer and how developed it is. So I hope you getting all that taken care of. It looks, Rich. It looks like TikTok's going bye-bye.
This way.
Mayo, it is difficult, and I'm glad you get to watch us interact. I enjoy the way I interact with them. I enjoy my dad. You know, so many times that you just don't ever see because I don't video them. But you know, we have some of the most amazing moments that I just they may only last for 5 seconds. You can't go get a camera and recapture things that happen at 1 a.m. when your dad's going to the bathroom and he comes in and he goes, "How are you doing, Dan? Can you get some sleep? You get some sleep. I want you to get some sleep." Or, I'll help him at 2 o'clock in the morning, and when he looks at me and he says, "Thanks, Dan. Thanks for what you're doing. Thank you for what you're doing." I mean, those little moments they're really cool. And just the moments when he's walking to the bathroom, it could be 10 o'clock at night, and I'm in my chair writing. I'm probably half burned out of my mind, and I see his face pop in, and I'll get up. "How are you doing, Dad?" And he goes, "How are you doing in here?" Those are the moments that are the best for me. The brief interactions when I'm not a caregiver. I'm just living in the same house as my dad, and we pass each other on the way to the bathroom at night. Those are remarkable moments. He doesn't even know he has dementia. He doesn't know there's an issue. He doesn't know that I do all the things I do for him. We just run into each other at night, and then he goes back to bed. And they're really incredible times that I'm sure only caregivers would understand. Teresa, we've heard all of those things, and I hope one of them comes true. I'm just not holding my breath. Cindy, it's not only just Red Note. It's like CapCut, right? CapCut's owned by ByteDance, and this tells you gives you a little insight into, something's a little amiss. So if you use CapCut to edit your videos like I do, it gives them access to your library. You either give them access or you don't. But if you want to use the app, you give them access. They have the same access as TikTok, but the only reason they're not being banned is because it's not content. I can't get on there and talk about the government, right? I can just edit things. So the government doesn't really give a shit about what China's collecting. They just don't want us to be able to get on and criticize the government. That's really the way I feel. And it's sad. I never thought I would have ever had such a pessimistic view about our government. Bipartisan, to not picking sides. And I know there's people on both sides that support TikTok, but I really have the feeling that the government doesn't want us being able to talk. They want everything to be funneled through things they can control, like MSNBC or Fox News, right? They control them through their little surrogates on either channel, and they cover what they want them to cover and all this crap. TikTok, they have no control. People can say whatever the hell they want, and people can say it to 10, 20 million people, and that's too dangerous for the government. And that's what scares me. Why isn't, the phone, both devices I'm talking to you on were made in China. I don't know what the hardware's in there collecting crap. I mean, the Israelis were able to make, pagers with explosives in them, and they were, given out. How do we know what China's collecting through the hardware? We don't. That's not the real reason. We got drones flying over our military bases. We don't shoot them down. It's not the real reason. The real reason is TikTok's dangerous to people in power. It's dangerous that I have a voice. Why the fuck do I have a voice? They're thinking, why should I have a voice? I haven't been elected to anything. I have a dad that gave me my voice, and that terrifies people in power. How do I know that this? I don't know it. I'm just giving you my opinion. I mean, I look at the way that this law was passed and the way it was attached to a bill that everybody knew was going to pass, and I gotta wonder why. Because I'm on CapCut, right? And I know they have access to the same thing TikTok does. Why didn't they go after CapCut if they're worried about China collecting data? Because they're not really worried about data that China can buy from Meta or can buy from any, YouTube. They can buy that data anywhere. Who gives a shit what brand of shoes I wear, or, it's not a national security problem. And if there is a national security issue, they certainly haven't made it public. And I've certainly never seen it. And I know that there's Congress people that haven't seen it or don't think it's as bad because they're supporting the app. I know that even, people at all different levels on both sides. I just think it's something that's more sinister.
Is he bored?
And it's not like a conspiracy, but it's just all the politicians have to deal, with TikTok and all the other apps. And that's my personal opinion. I gotta pee.
He's in bed.
Did he brush his teeth?
Yes, I did it all.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. He's totally boring you. Sorry, I had to deal with Ed, so I couldn't help you guys. Sorry. How do you handle dad in showering? I do it. I'm gonna tell you something that's so freaking annoying. There are women on my Facebook page, right? Women that are so ugly. And a couple of them were going off on how disgusting it is that I am showering Ed, and that basically, like, they can't believe Dan allows me or lets me to do that. And they are so bickering. And then they're just saying some stupid shit. It's like, are they that bored with their life that they have to, oh no, Pat, it's ugly. It's ugly. I'm telling you, I went on a rabbit's hole today, and I was like,
Daniel.
Yeah, Pop.
Yeah.
What do you need, Pop?
I can't.
just went right down there for 2 minutes. I thought I was gonna go to sleep, but
You don't want to go to sleep yet?
huh?
You want to stay up?
No, I'm gonna go back to bed.
Oh, you go back to bed.
But I gotta go pee.
All right. Pea's right in here, Pop.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Are you?
Did you change him by any chance?
No, because it wasn't. There was
Take a
nothing.
seat, Pop.
There was nothing there.
Pull that down. Take a seat. I'm gonna get you something.
Yeah, I
Change this.
you guys, I just couldn't believe. I didn't say anything to the woman. I did not say anything to the women. And then they were telling me that I should dress better around him. I dressed too provocative around him. Too provocative around him. And I want the attention, and it doesn't matter where I get the attention. Basically, I'm looking to get the attention from Ed. How sick are these women? How sick are these women? I mean, seriously. I was reading this and I was just laughing. They are brutal to me, Christine. Like, literally. And there's a couple of them feeding off of each other, and they're like, I know, right? I thought the same thing. Why is she wearing those shorts around Ed? What? And then had the nerve to be like, oh my God, and she showers Ed. Yeah, and they were not very nice people. It's just crazy. Mm-hmm. Oh, Jet, you saw that? It was so I'm like, oh my God, how ugly is it that they have to do that, you know? Dan, shut the door. So I was just dying. I was dying. So, Scottish woman. Yeah, I just couldn't. I was laughing, you guys. I literally was in bed, well, just taking a little break before my shower. And I was just scrolling through and I'm like, God, these women are so ugly. A burqa? Yeah, I think I need a burqa. Ryan, do you know where I can find one? I should start making my videos and put like, I'm gonna put hats on and people are gonna be like, oh my God, why are you dressed? I don't know. It's sick. Facebook is sick. You guys, Facebook is sick. I thought TikTok was bad. Facebook is sick. Mm-hmm. Right, I'm gonna get a burqa. Do I have a friend? No, but I'm gonna cover myself up from head to toe. Hazmat suit. Sorry, Ed, I can't speak to you. Can I show my eyes? I don't know. I know. I was just telling him that Facebook women are brutal. And they were picking on me about wearing my shorts in the house around Grandpa and how he looks at me and I should cover up and how can you let me dress so scantily, and appalled at me showering Ed. I mean, it's horrible.
Would I be willing to share an estimate? I mean, okay, so we don't make a lot. I don't make a lot on TikTok. I think, maybe $1,800, something like that in a month.
I really want to get that.
TikTok is not anything close to being able to pay, bills. It's just not. That's not what I love the app for.
Yeah.
It is. I love the app because it's a great app, and I like watching the app and watching people. And I found amazing people on this app, and that's what's great.
Don't look at my knee. Don't look at my nose.
My dad is sleeping in the bedroom. The rumors of his passing are greatly exaggerated.
I think they are greatly. Could you imagine? I'd be like,
what are you talking about? People
just like were carrying on some farce or something, grandpa's passed and we're just pretending he is so we can keep that dough coming in.
Yeah, it's the yo-yos. I mean, it's people are. Listen, we were on TikTok and other apps for like 2.5 years before I made 1 penny. I didn't even know you could earn money on these apps. In
No.
fact, I didn't. I probably would have made money a lot sooner.
That was
but
back in the day when
I didn't.
they paid well and your videos went viral. They don't do that anymore.
I didn't even know those. I've never seen that. I've never made a lot of money on TikTok. It's just not, what people think. I know that other apps are different, and I've made more money doing ads on TikTok than from TikTok. And I've always made it a point that I didn't want to charge people. I didn't want to have content that costs anything. I always tried to make everything either by doing national ads. She sells trinkets. I don't do that. I want to make it free for the viewer and make my money however, whether I use an advertiser or what have you. That's been my intent going since the beginning. And, people don't want it. If they don't listen to you, you don't have, what are you doing? Are you the fucking Cyclops, the one-eyed Cyclops? Because you look like you have one eye in the middle of your face right there.
Imagine if I went up to Ed, I am now giving you a shower. Because women told me I needed to cover up. So I'm just going to give one eye. Is my eyebrow not supposed to be shown? I'm suffocating in here.
I don't know what she's got. That's a line from When Harry Met Sally, except I think the actual line was, I'll have what she's having.
It was hot in there.
That was when, what's her name, faked that
Too much
origami on, so I can fake it.
I do need the small hands with my one eye. Okay, Ed, with this, I need you to wash your hair. Ew. That is, I think it's
It's quite possible, Amanda. Quite possible.
Oh, it's faded, Amanda. I need a upper.
What's the thing with Bill? What are they trying to get me to say?
What?
Bill is, I can't, there must be something, because people keep asking the question. Meg Ryan, absolutely. I must be missing something with the Bill thing.
I would really love the handmaid's garb. Can we make that a costume? Does somebody know how to sew? I need that, because I'm going to do videos now from that, like that.
Yeah, that was a great scene. And the funny thing about that, the woman who said, I'll have what she's having, that was the director's mother.
Must be.
That was Rob Reiner's mother, who he put in that scene and gave her that line. The best line in the movie he gives to his own mother. And she pulled it off pretty good.
Blessed be.
Isn't that cool? You have a kid, he grows up to be on All in the Family as the meathead, and then he goes on and he becomes a really famous director, and he puts his mom in the damn show and gives her the best line.
Namaste. Is that what they said in Handmaid's Tale is blessed be?
I never saw it, but all I know about Handmaid's Tales is that it involves sex.
No, it
Right.
involves
Like
how
men
our
got to have
It
sex.
involves it's really our society today, almost, except the beheading and the hanging in the square. Praise be. Yeah, praise be.
Blue baby, my dad's doing fine. We had a really good day today. We had a really good day today. I think Carl Reiner was his father, Mark. What was the kid's name? What was Meathead's name? I don't remember. I think Carl Reiner was Meathead's father.
I want one of those outfits. I'm going to wear it when I run, especially the hat.
And Mark is still on.
And
So
the
we didn't
cloak.
drive him away. Rob Reiner, right.
Probably
So
left.
Carl Reiner is Rob Reiner's father. And so she was already used to, maybe
Oh,
Rob
Sue, I love
Reiner, maybe
that.
Carl Reiner put her in a
Rob
movie.
Reiner went to school with Sue's husband, and so
Oh, really?
Rob signed the yearbook.
No kidding. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. It just went up my nose.
Good. You tried to hold it in.
I was trying to be polite.
Mike
That's what you
Skivic or Civic.
Oh,
Mike
no,
Civic.
Vicky, I don't.
And I just saw his wife. What was her wife's name?
Who?
His wife, Sarah.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Meathead's wife. That Gloria was her name in the show. I can't remember her name, but she was on there talking
Jason
on a
Aldean.
TikTok. Stivic was the last name. She also did ads, but she was talking about who created that show, and the credit always went to Norman Lear, Sally Struthers. Thank you. And Sally Struthers on a TikTok of all things gave an interview, and she talked about how it was really Carol O'Connor who created that show, and not Norman Lear, who lied about it. She said for years, I went out and found Carol O'Connor. No, it was Carol O'Connor that brought the idea from a show they adapted from England. Kind of like The Office was adapted from England, and and Carol O'Connor made that show what it is. Jim, you lose us unless you find us on another app. We're on other apps. We've been on other apps. So people that want to find us and like the content will still be able to find the content. Unfortunately, it's just you won't be able to find it the same way. You can find us. But TikTok was special and is special. I'm not on Rumble. I'm just on Instagram and Facebook, DCell NorCal.
And he just joined Grindr. Oh, sorry.
And Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook.
And Tinder.
Be really careful on Facebook because there are a billion false accounts.
Plenty fish in the sea. What's the one that you hook up for? Bumblebee? Bumble?
Bumblebee, how could it be? You keep all that honey high up in a tree. It's a poem I wrote.
I do. And by honey, he's talking about the juice. Mama's got the juice. Corn huff.
There's a lot of Mary Blueberries out there.
Anthony said they would love your bald head on Grindr.
What the hell is Grindr? Is that a dating app? Grindr? That's a great name.
For specific.
I'm going on to grind.
Grindr is for a specific sex.
You got to say I'm going to grind on Grindr.
We're going to lose Mark again. Absolutely.
So is a Grindr, is that...
It's for men.
You know how Google became a verb?
Did you hear me?
You know what's going to become a verb?
Grindr is...
Luigi. Like, watch out, or you might get Luigi. I think that's going to become a verb. What do you think? Or is that too morbid? Blue Wave, I appreciate that. I think bald men are handsome too. In fact, I prefer bald. Everywhere. I like bald. Bald is beautiful.
Well, how come you're not bald everywhere?
Because I don't examine myself.
Well, maybe I like you better bald. Hairless. Like a Sphinx cat.
What difference would it make at this point?
Can somebody transpose Dan's face on a Sphinx cat?
What? Because you like to tease me?
It's hairless and wrinkly.
Great. Exactly. This is what you're missing. I know you want some, but I'm sorry. I don't feel good today, and I got perimenopause. But look, it's bald. You can think about it, but no touchy-touchy. No touchy-touchy. Oh yeah, it's here. Ooh, I got an itch. I can itch it, but you can't.
You're the one who started the naked conversation. I just finished it. Do you know what a Sphinx cat is?
What? This is not that funny.
Do you know what a Sphinx cat is?
What?
Do you know what a Sphinx cat is?
A Sphinx cat?
Uh-huh. It's a hairless cat. And they sit there and they're all bald and wrinkly. And I can just see your face in the middle.
I mean, I like a bald pussy, but I don't know what a Sphinx cat is. Salinger Senior is sleeping, thank God, and can't hear a word we're saying. But somehow I think we're gonna, if you see a bald cat running around our house right now, it's not a Sphinx cat.
It's not
someone
Dan.
took the razor out.
Stan. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna make it a screensaver. I'm gonna put it with Dan's face when he calls. Instead of hubby, it's gonna show up. Cat. Sorry. Go ahead, Dan.
I don't know where to go from here. Where do you go from there?
Like a crazy lady. Nuh-uh, your dogs are with you.
An Egyptian cat.
They're Sphinx.
That I can imagine. Walk like an Egyptian, and you can see a cat walking across the thing.
Where's Jilliby? We need shirts.
I don't even know, what are we talking about? What image are we talking about?
Hey, y'all, close your eyes. Picture the Sphinx cat with Dan's face. I mean,
Some people think it's funny, people think it's not funny. I don't even know what the hell we're talking about. So, whatever it is, I'd like to know.
we need a picture. Dan, Jill's gonna make one. Oh, Jill, that would be hilarious. Sphincter is puckering. No, not your sphincter on your ass. Oh, God.
I am proud of you studying for the LSAT. Just don't waste your time. Just study the game section. That's the advice I'll give you. It's really hard to improve your reading comprehension, in a couple hours of studying, but you can really improve the score on the game section. So my advice to you is forget all the other sections. Go in and do the best you can. Spend all your time studying the game section. Well, they did away with those, really. That's the part of the LSAT that I thought was, the other stuff, kind of just measures what you might get on whatever the normal SAT or a PSAT. There is an online petition for TikTok. Sign it. I don't know what the hell it's going to do. Sign it, but honestly, something has to happen, with the court or with Trump somehow. I don't know what the hell he can do. Who knows what's going to happen, but we'll see. We're going to go on either way. All of you will go on either way. We will all survive the end of TikTok one way or another. It's sad. And I'm really disappointed about the new case that was argued today. Our First Amendment is definitely under attack. What's that?
It's a Sphinx
Is that a
cat.
rat?
It's a Sphinx cat.
All right.
With your face on it.
We'll show the people.
I know. Well, I like these ones. But this is the baby one.
That's a bald pussy.
There's a big one.
Debs, we're on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And I may look at other apps, but that's what we're on right now. And that's where I post every day on all those apps. And if TikTok goes away, I may look at, an alternative more closely aligned with the TikTok format. But that's where you can find us if you so choose to find us. And we'll continue to do lives because I really like the lives. I really enjoy them. And we'll continue to do those. It's certainly on YouTube. We're on YouTube right now and probably on Facebook as well or Instagram. I'm going to download Lemonade and just see what's happening because I think I can access all my videos that way and save my videos, my TikTok videos.
Can?
I don't know wherever that's going to go, but I will definitely sign up and download. And if it turns into something, fine, I'm purring. I'll miss you too, Lee. I appreciate that. That's sweet. Rated PG is gone.
The Sphinx cat, because you're allergic. Oh my God. I can't now. Yeah,
Lemonade is owned by TikTok, by ByteDance, I should say.
Oh, CapCuts too?
If they're all connected, I don't.
Yeah.
I think they're all at risk. I haven't looked at, that was a question. I did have an opportunity to talk to TikTok's lawyer. A number of creators did, but I wanted to ask that very
Yes.
question, but I didn't get
You
an
can go on
opportunity.
YouTube.
He's a very, his time is very valuable, so we
Save
had like
the
a half
street,
an hour,
Sphinx cats.
and I couldn't get that question, and that's a question I wanted to ask.
Ugh. That was a good laugh.
Flava, I mean, is China worth it? Flava. It's not a question of whether China is worth it. It's about our First Amendment, and do we want to become, TikTok in America is not available in China because they don't have free speech there. So now we are following China's lead. It's not whether we want to cooperate with China, it's do we want to be China? Because when you eliminate TikTok, what you're doing is you're becoming China.
Can you say that one more time?
Flavava? I mean, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I think it's Flavava. Can you tell us how to pronounce your name? Like, fa, la,
And then he went
Baba,
back, and then he went back to try to do it the right way.
Flavava. Flavava.
I can't.
It's Flavava.
Uh,
I mean, I don't know where you got that name, Flavava. I have a case of Flavava. I'm not feeling very well, or, I don't know what's going on, but I gotta.
seriousness of blah 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 blah.
I gotta.
And he was so serious about it.
Sing it. Flavava. Flavava. Everybody needs their Flavava.
I cannot with you tonight.
You can't make this shit up, right? Where are you gonna find Flavava if you don't have TikTok? You're never gonna find a Flavava. Any other app, I guarantee it.
I can't.
Flavava. Flavava. I mean, we're having another eruption of Flavava. The Flavava is flowing into the sea. Or it could be a rock star or a rap singer. It's a great name for a rap singer. Flavava. I'm going to the Flavava concert.
It was the way in which you did it, and then you that doesn't sound
Well, I
right, and then you
couldn't
try to
really
read. You were so serious. I can't.
It was a serious question.
No, it was
I don't
ridiculous. But the way you wanted to address them.
I try and call people out by name.
Fa la la la. Fa la la la. Oh shit.
Falafels are damn good. Oh boy. It is already 6:51. Can you believe it?
Gosh darn it. It is late. Time has flown by. And fla la la to all you guys tonight.
So thank you so much for hanging out for as long as you did and putting up with us. And we'll definitely be on Friday. Maybe I may try and jump on a few times while TikTok's here during the day. I just may jump on for shits and giggles while the app's here. And,
Who are you?
but be sure and join us on Friday. 'Cause
Dan
it could
never
be our last
says
live
for
on
shits
TikTok.
and giggles. You are turning into your wife.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I might go on for shits and giggles.
Is that your?
Not you.
She's in a good mood. Maybe I should take advantage of this.
For shits and giggles, Dan's gonna go on. Hey, what?
Why don't we go in the room for some shits and giggles?
I got gas.
You do. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's the way she deals with my talk. My stomach hurts, or I got
Save the
bad
beaver.
gas. All right, that's a killer.
Y'all don't forget to save
That's
the
a mood
beavers.
killer.
Hey, we got a new shirt tonight that has dropped. Save the beavers. And if you care about the beavers, you will go save them by buying a t-shirt tonight. Sabmerch.com. There you have it.
What beavers?
Save the beavers.
What happened to save the turtles?
You're missing the point.
All right,
Save the beavers. Sabmerch.com.
there you go. Those beavers are depending on you.
The beavers are needy and they want wood. So get the
Ball
beavers.
beavers want wood.
All right, check
Bald
out
beavers want wood.
check out the merch, sadmerch.com.
The bald beavers.
See you later, alligators.
We're in Northern California, Maria. We're safe from the fires if that was it. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you. We'll be back on Friday. Please join us if it's our last TikTok. We'll try and make it good.
My next
Hopefully-
shirt
well,
is going to
hopefully
be
we'll around next
Pussy
week.
Saver.
But if we're not on TikTok, we'll be on the other apps. You guys have a great night.
Pussy Saver. That's your new shirt. Nate, especially for you, bruh.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night. I'm gonna go. I gotta do this. Oh, hi, SRJ. Wildcat, what's that? Anyway, I gotta go. Bye. Love you.